Hello, my name is Maxine Samone. I'm here to share a touch of Venus with you. I really want to get into flow in this reading, so I'm just going to mention right now that I'm not going to be paying attention to the comments until I have spaces to break in my flow, I guess. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm not going to be ignoring anybody, I promise. On purpose. I'm going to be trying to maintain a certain flow in the reading, okay? Let's get into it. Let's see. No particular downloads coming through. I feel like yesterday's reading was focused on a lot of sensitivities being kicked up a notch. So you may be feeling more sensitive. And I encourage you, if you are feeling more sensitive, to lean into that. Cultivate your sensitivity. Don't run from it. Because that's a sign of you upgrading your abilities, And if there's one that you particularly lean into, I encourage you to continue using it, obviously, but stretch yourself, expand, because there may be some other things trying to come through. I didn't mention my personal readings are available. They're only available through atouchofvenus.com. If anybody is reaching out to you, it's not me. Okay. I just got a text that said, be careful what you ask for, in a playful way, So I do feel that it's a good thing. These are good things, but I always ask my guides to present things to me with ease and grace, So you can always do that. From word to world, we got a nice little seashell vibe going right here. Number 40, Goddess Saraswati. And ammonite is this, I guess it's a shell or a stone. Crystal Goddess 888. And one fell out as well. Buddha. Number 32, Wild Compassion. And that's Paradox. And that's the number 333. So it shall be. It's literally giving, be careful what you ask for, but in the best way, because Spirit is saying, with your heart's desires, what you ask for from the purest intention, the purity in your intention is the blessing. It's the permission, when you pray. So as long as what you're asking for is in alignment with your heart and you really feel that way, that is what kind of actually sends the signal, through your heart frequency. So this feels like a wave of good karma is about to come to you. I feel like this collective, we were kind of talking about previously. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the gifts as well. I'm not doing personal questions. This will be a collective that's posted on YouTube. But if you'd like a personal, everything, it can be found in the link in my bio. Only on atouchofvenus.com. I will not reach out to you, okay? Sorry. So I feel like previously we've seen in the collective that there's been little tricks of the ego popping in and out, because your manifestations, your vision for your life has recently expanded. So while what you were asking for previously was aligned with a different value system, I think that what you were asking for before concerned other people's opinions. You wanted certain things because of what it represented to you about yourself, material things, things like that. now that you kind of reworked your value system and you're moving into a different type of time, like a higher timeline, your value systems have changed and your manifestations have changed. So the ego would tell you that because you didn't get what you wanted before and now you're still waiting, quote unquote, you're still waiting for things to come in. It feels like this long period of just not getting what you want, quote unquote. But again, that's not accurate. There was actually a process of removing and purifying your value system and giving you clarity and discernment and connecting you to your heart space to where you could actually ask for what you want. And actually, when you're asking, it's coming from such a pure space because it's aligned with your heart. And these are bigger manifestations, it feels like. And so I feel like they're asking you to continue, connecting with your spirit team, to pray and all those things, like continue to cultivate that relationship with them. But I also really feel like mantra is coming out to me. This collective seems like you have like a very powerful voice, because we have from word to world. I kind of want to look at that in the guidebook. Let me see. And then it literally says, so it shall be, so I feel like your manifestations have expanded to include more people. Again, like previously, your manifestations might have been concerned about what you wanted for yourself, because of what you thought it meant about you. And it would, I don't know, prove something about yourself, prove something about your status, things like that. And so your manifestations were more self-centered, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I promote people being centered in self, but I feel like your manifestations have kind of switched to more of a collective view where not only you are, taken care of first, obviously, because you have to be able to do that, but it seems like it includes more people. It includes like a collective vision or something like that's beautiful for a lot of people involved. Maybe even pray for the collective. Maybe I don't know if you do candle work or if you put like healing candles or you do healing meditations for the collective, but it feels like you're including more people. Okay, so we have from word to world. We bring you the empowerment of word to world. What you speak of with intention, you shall manifest. You are blessed with the creative power of an open, activated throat chakra. As you release subconscious fear of speaking your truth, memories of being silenced, and claim your true divine voice, your ability to change your world through your intention is amplified. You have the power of divine creation through sound in you. What you wish to create and experience, speak of with joy. So that's what I was saying. I was like, I feel like this collective has a really powerful voice. And what you speak right now, especially because it's backed by the energy of an open heart, is really potent. And so I feel like getting into like mantras or I don't know, cultivating this would be really helpful. One idea that came to me, and I don't know if this would resonate with this collective, but I'll share it with you, is, there are reasons why these different religions, they have the rosary beads, and they pray so many times, and I'm picturing like rubbing the beads through my fingers, and like kind of getting into a trance-like state. So maybe you have mantras that you do, or maybe you're speaking your affirmations, or maybe that's something that you can practice to cultivate something, a new gift of yours. And the throat chakra is super powerful. It's connected to your womb space, So like the same, I've said this in multiple readings, the same structure, the way that your vocal cords look is the same way that your uterus looks. You know what I'm saying? So it has the power to cultivate worlds. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a portal similar to the womb space, So strengthening your voice, clearing the throat chakra is going to be really beautiful for you. Thank you for the follow. But yes, I feel like this is a beautiful reading so far. I'm not seeing anything as a blockage. I'm not seeing anything like I'm seeing open roads, The roads are open. If there is any block, you can clear it with your voice. Emotions are running high. Interesting. Supermoon. Oh, we are at a supermoon, right? Or it's just we're kind of moving through that. Surrender to the divine. Yes, so this feels like, look at this big, double big moon. Isn't that a thing right now? Isn't there 2 moons right now? They said something about that recently. Yeah, my eye just started being weird. The super moon is a super full moon, right? So this is, we're talking about currently right now. And again, these are timeless collective messages. What the fuck? A new start is coming. Fiery climax approaches. We have Aries. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter. So something, okay, this is giving a very specific timeline for this collective, okay? Even though I said that this is a timeless collective message, whenever you see this, these messages may apply to you, but this is definitely talking about this time period. Like whoever's seeing this in this time period, it's active. This energy is active for you right now because we have the super moon. We had a full moon. A new start is coming when the new moon comes. So we're clearing something out right now. Spirit is asking you to surrender. We have a fiery climax approaches with the Aries. And this was just an Aries super full moon. Okay. And it says your first commitment is being tested. So we have the first quarter moon. To me, that is giving me first quarter of the year. We have like, we're in the last quarter of the year. And then by this first quarter, the end of this year, I feel like something big is going to change. Let me see. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. This is what I like to see. Okay. Be bold and make the first move. I feel like as much as saying be bold, and we're talking about Aries energy and all of that, we have we have this energy of surrender coming out here as well. Like, and I feel like that is your give. That is you being bold. That is being like, I'm going to set my intentions. I'm going to speak it out loud. I'm going to do my mantras. I'm going to stick to my spiritual routine. I'm going to visualize. I'm going to put that pure intention out there, and I'm going to surrender. And when I get the hit to take inspired action, I will, because I feel like Spirit is like really close to you right now. They're saying that at the end of the year, the veil is thin. I personally feel like the veil is always thin. Okay. But especially right now, though, it feels like the energy is so potent. And so like, just really watch, really train yourself, to cultivate positivity in your words. Let's see what area of life this is going to be affecting the most. I just heard that song, Casey Veggies, called Life Changes. And it says, I found love when I found love when I stopped loving. I found you when I stopped looking for. So something like when you stop fucking chasing it, when you stop running in a circle. Look up that song. It's a good song. Also, it's California coded. You know what I'm saying? So like Cali coded, and that was coming through this morning too. Something about California, but and I mean, if you're not in California, that could just be what California kind of represents in general. Is like where people go when they want vacation, or when they are going on a search for stardom, or what California represents. Some people is like they've made it to a certain level. Some people come here when they're like ready to retire. That's really when you should be coming out here, because it costs to be out here. But let's see. Yes. Okay, so the area of life. It's interesting because we have Mars, Force, and Cancer, I feel, in the reverse. So again, you don't have to force anything. You don't have to do anything by yourself. You don't have to create anything by yourself. Like, you're in a different timeline. You're vibrating at a very high level. And this feels like, I don't know, the best way I can describe it is like the more that you surrender, that song was saying, when I stopped looking, that's when I found something. When I stopped loving, when I stopped like putting that energy out there, like being aggressive with it, it came to me, you know what I'm saying? And then the whole chorus is saying life changes, life changes, life changes, you know? So listen to that song, Casey Veggies, Life Changes. But it feels like this collective, we have the 10th house and we have Pisces. The 10th house in Pisces. What you believe is what you can achieve. I know that sounds so corny, but look at, we have a pattern here popping up. This, you know what I'm saying? Do you see this? It's a spiral, the spiral of thoughts, you know. I already put my damn content disclosure on here. TikTok really be playing with me. I might start doing this somewhere else because why? I already put my content disclosure on. I know I did. The other day I was like, did I? I was tripping, but no, I know I did. Hi, how are you? But this is basically saying that we have this connecting it back to from word to world, which is basically, no, I'm not doing free yes or no's. If you'd like a personal reading, you can go to touchofvenus.com. This is a collective that will be posted on YouTube though. So you can stick around for that if the messages are resonating. But I feel that I'm losing my damn train of thought. Like, let me take a sip of coffee. Okay. This is giving Tesla 369 spiral. You know what I'm saying? This is about manifestation. This is, we're talking about from word to world. When you speak with clear intention, with pure heart energy backing your words, that gives the divine permission to go ahead and like start making things, you know, putting things in motion, to magnetize. You're magnetizing things to you through the power of your throat chakra. Okay, and so Spirit is saying, if you believe it, you can achieve it. Literally, yes. That spiral is found everywhere in nature and in art. Absolutely. It's literally, I think it is called the Tesla 369 something. There's literally a formula. So, what just came to mind too, we were talking about mantra, but scripting. Because some people do like the 369 method with scripting. So Spirit is saying you don't have to force anything anymore. We're literally moving out of this space of feeling overwhelmed with your emotions, of feeling like you have to do X, Y, and Z just to achieve a certain thing. And again, it has to do with your manifestations kind of shifting at the moment. They're more aligned with the collective vision, and they're not so like self-focused, you know, because you're not concerned about appearances anymore. You're not concerned about manifesting that new car because of what it means to you. Yes, Fibonacci. Did I say Fibonacci? I said Tesla. Yes, Fibonacci sequence. But yes, I feel like you're not concerned about what your life looks like anymore. You're concerned about living a life that feels aligned with your heart space. And that is opening you up and making you more magnetic to your actual desires, because you're not suppressing your desires anymore. You're bringing them to the forefront, and they're aligned with the collective vision because Spirit gave you those desires. They're on your heart for a reason, you know? And so the more that you try to suppress your desires, the less you are aligned with the collective vision. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference between being aligned with the collective vision and doing things for other people's approval, you know? So, and wanting things because you think that it's going to like say something about you. Like, I mean, for instance, my own example, I used to be hard focused on, I want to make 10K a month. I want to make 10K a month. I want to make 10K. Why do I want 10K a month? Yes, it's a beautiful goal to have. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful goal to have. It will give me a certain level of financial freedom. I would feel free, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to be able to say that. You know what I'm saying? Why? And then once I shifted from that, and I was looking at what do I actually need? What do I want? You know, why do I want those things? How much is that actually going to cost me? You know, I feel like I've less focused on that. And I focused on, I really like love time freedom. You know what I'm saying? So having the means to make what I need to make, to have my needs met while still having control over my time, you know, being able to move around when I want to for the most part, you know, like that kind of thing is what is more important to me. So it's like, I guess, getting to the nitty gritty of what you're actually desiring or what you're asking for, what desire is backing that. Let's get some. We have justice in the reverse. Well, I don't know if it was in the reverse. Kind of gets stuck. Oh no, we have it in the upright. Justice. Like I said, there's like this wave of, and we have double scales here. So like I said, it's like this second half, this second coming of this karma, but it's like a good wave of karma. And like I said, I feel like we're in this already. Yeah, the Fool. It's literally, it's just started with this super full moon. It's just started this second wave, and I just got hella chills. Like, there's nothing blocking the roads. As much, like, don't let your emotions confuse you. There's nothing blocking the roads right now. Like, there's, between you and your, yes, they're like, you just need to get clear. Four of Swords. If you can think it, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. There's nothing blocking your roads. We have the World in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. Specifically, this collective could be really concerned with work, a cycle concerning work. And like we said, we have the 10th house World. I really feel like, I know this is contradictory to everything that we've been taught, but you can't overwork yourself in this next chapter. It's not going to be sustainable. You can't overwork, and you can't, don't allow yourself to do things that you do not love to do. You have to stay in alignment with your highest, like, vibrating energy, which is passion, love, you know what I'm saying? Rest. You have to give yourself time for those things. It's not that you're going to repeat a cycle. This is what's going to keep you feeling left out from the life that you want to live, because you keep putting energy towards the things that you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to be the one that stops doing it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to make you stop doing those things. You have to stop doing it. And so when we have Eight of Pentacles and then we have the Five of Pentacles, between those things are Three Pentacles. That is learning something new, mastering something new, like taking a new approach, maybe joining a class or something. Maybe, like, I don't know, maybe it's time to start learning a new skill, a new trade, you know, that is more aligned with what you actually want to do. And like I said, there's no, the roads are clear. So if you want it, if you want to do something, there's a way to do it. There's Five of Swords. And this kind of came out as a challenge position. So again, it's all in your mind whether you're going to allow yourself to do the things or not. And so we have 5-5 here, which is about change. And we have 10 of Wands. So again, this feels like you have to be open to working with people. You can't do it all on your own. You can't put yourself in this siloed place. Again, if you need to learn a new skill, a new trade, say you come across the class, but you can't afford it or something like that. Say you come across and you need to go talk to that person and be like, I'm really, really interested in this. This is my situation. Okay. You have to release the shame, release all of those things. See if they can come up with a payment plan for you. See if they can, maybe they'll waive the fees for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would be surprised if you're praying for something and you're like, okay, Spirit, I really want to do this. And don't focus on so much on the thing. Focus on this is my goal. You might be surprised with what you get presented with, or who is presented to you, or vice versa. You come across some things, even if it seems like it's out of your reach, just try. So I feel like, again, the roads are open. Someone had commented on my live the other day. We have Knight of Swords. Yes, you need to, again, speak. You need to go and talk to people and be like, look, I'm really interested in this. I really want to try this. I'm going to be willing to open myself up to new things, Someone commented on my live was asking me yes or no question type of thing. But it kind of, that one specifically stood out to me. They're like, am I going to be a truck driver? And I'm like, that's not a tarot question. Do you want to be a truck driver? are you going to put yourself through the certification? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the vibes. Like, don't ask, like, can I, will I do certain things? It's you have to go do it. Like, spirit can't, like, make you a certain thing or a person with these qualities if you're not willing to go and do the things. You know what I'm saying? And if you need to cultivate certain things, we have the Empress popping out here. You can magnetize those things to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we have the Four of Wands. This is upright or reverse. We have upright. Six of Wands. Princess of Swords. You need to get out the house, for real. You can magnetize all of the opportunities to you, but if you're not willing to go outside and be recognized for the skills that you are willing to cultivate or have cultivated in this time, then people are not going to be able to see you. You know, people are like, and vice versa. You know, opportunities, it's like going and saying, oh, I want to date again, but then all you're doing is swiping on dating apps and you're putting yourself in a dating pool that is not conducive to your actual goals. You know what I'm saying? You need to go outside and meet some people organically. You know, like, we have 10 of Cups in reverse, and this is how we continue this emotional cycle, you know, of not actually allowing ourselves to be in the position to reach our goals. So we have, again, the Hermit. Like, you have to go outside, okay? You have to get dressed. You have to, like, be seen, be open, be vulnerable, use your voice. Five of Cups. You got to get out of the, got to come out the cave. You got to come out the cave, and you're like, a spirit is saying, like, they don't want to. Well, I feel like this reading is invitation for you to do so. If it was something that you were not allowing yourself to look out, this is a reading that you've manifested on your For You page, okay, to invite you to do so. Like, if you've been praying about something or needing some advice on, or like asking, how can I make this happen? Like, literally the Magician is coming out. As you are a powerful manifester, this is a message, like, being delivered. Like, here you go. This is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. You see how that card flipped? King of Wands. They're like, now go do it. King of Wands, go do it. Take that inspired action. If there's something that you've been waiting to do, or you've been planning, or kind of like looking at, but from a distance, maybe there's an email that you need to send, an office you need to visit. Maybe you need to go drop off your business card somewhere. Just start some conversations. We have Two of Wands. Get the process started. We have the the King of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Cups. Like I said, the roads are open. The roads are open. If you decide not to open your mouth, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? That's what Spirit is kind of saying. If you're deciding to not use this, the King of Wands and the King of Swords in combination can be very charismatic, you know? So you're someone that gets along with people. People like you. Use that to your advantage, you know? It's coming from a place of you wanting to guard yourself because you've been hurt in the past. It feels like by making connections or maybe going for opportunities. But again, we kind of touched on this. Yes, we've touched on this in this reading. Like, your manifestations have shifted. You know, they've expanded, they've grown as you've grown, you know. And so these old stories that we tell ourselves about, maybe the opportunities that we didn't get, or maybe the ones that we missed out on because we did not use our voice, we did not put ourselves out there appropriately, or, you know, we let our fears hold ourselves back. Whatever these past stories are, you're in a different place. You're Nine of Pentacles. They're saying that you're in a very stable, beautiful place. People are going to be very attracted to you and your unique qualities. And because your manifestations have expanded and aligned more with your authenticity, these opportunities are just going to fall. They're just going to, like, it's going to be like I picture things just falling into like little slots. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to fall right into place, you know? So you got to release the judgments about your own self for past situations, and go for what you want. We have the Lovers here. That's about choice. That's about freedom. That's about following your heart. Anything else? Last few. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. So we have the Lovers and the Two of Cups. You're going to be meeting some very important people in your life right now. Meaning these are going to be soulmates. These are going to be people that you can collaborate with. These are going to be, this could be a literal soulmate. Like I said, there's a reason why I say everything. And I mentioned the whole dating thing, you know, like you're not going to meet your person. I don't feel like this collective at least will meet your person on the apps. Okay. So we have the Three of Wands, follow your intuition. And then we have the Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, Queen of Swords. This is integrating your wisdom, you know. Don't let those past stories or things that you've done or missed opportunities hold you back in the past. Continue to move forward and use that wisdom that you've cultivated, you know, all the lessons that you've learned to move forward. Okay, we have Princess of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Once you plant a seed, which seems like these are these manifestations, it's waiting to be cultivated, and you have to do the work to cultivate it, you know. So let's see, let's get some affirmations, or we'll get some angel cards to wrap up this message. If you'd like a personal to expand on this reading, or if you have any other questions, they can all be booked on atouchofvenus.com. I do have a retreats page there as well, where I'm accepting email signups. So I'm planning a retreat in California. And if you want to have access to early bird pricing, you can just put your email in there and you'll be the first to know about it. If you are interested in pay what you can, pay what you want workshops, that are super affordable. It's, you know, it's like donation based basically. I have those on my website as well. So go check that out when you have time. Let me get an angel message to wrap up this reading. Heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness, as it is trustworthy. Yes, this is literally that. Three of Wands, Queen of Swords. Use your wisdom. Use the lessons that you've learned to help you move forward. Deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from the past experiences, and you're willing to devote your time and energy towards therapeutic care. So again, we have a lot of this like deep blue color. So throat chakra. You might have, again, missed out on opportunities because you were afraid to speak up, because you were afraid to show your authenticity. Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it is blocking your health and happiness. So you might be upset. Literally, that might be an emotion that you don't allow yourself to even feel thoroughly. But it's saying that you're ready to open yourself up to love again. It says ready to love again in sensitive emotions. Again, you might be processing a lot to get yourself in the position to put yourself out there again. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra care and gentleness. And you've healed from the past enough to open your heart up to new love. Anything else? Bless your heart. Reach out for emotional, spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So that flew out over here next to my candles, my altar, and all of these things. So again, reach out to your spirit team if you need support. We have life lessons. You can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and the blessing that they contain. So you're going through a powerful moment of release. Nothing is in the way. My nose is itchy. Nothing is in the way. The only thing that seems to be clouding your vision is past past situations that you kind of replay in your head, that you allow yourself, your heart to be broken over and over again based off of past missed opportunities, or maybe even past lessons in love and all of these things. And so those two things, your love life and your career life, are very much connected. You know, they're very much connected. I actually have the workshop on my website called The Venus Codes, How to Align with the Frequency of Love and Abundance. And I talk about that specifically, like your love life affecting your money, you know, and how do we fix that? And I have a guidebook and a video and all that good stuff. So again, if you want to check that out, that is pay what you can, pay what you want type of vibe on my website. But I'm like, where are my card piles at? At the end of the day, you're in a good place, okay? Despite what like trickery that your mind and your emotions try to tell you, Spirit is saying, like, use your throat chakra, affirm yourself, get into mantra, do some scripting, do like experiment with your life again, you know? Okay. So that is the reading for today. All of a sudden my nose is running, so I need to go blow my nose. And like I said, if you'd like a personal, touchofvenus.com. I hope that you have a beautiful day.